So continuing daily practice, concepts and ideas, showing regressions. First, we'll kind of jump right into a press. And one of the problems with the presses is this extension where the ribs flare. It's the lats engaging to help support the shoulder flexion is the problem. So that happens where we arch. I'm not saying we can't do presses standing, but the other thing is the neck also can get scrunched, and that can cause a lot of neck problems. We can take it to a kneeling position to help control that lat engagement. Also the breath, breathing wide and expansive. You'll feel the tightness of the lat, keeping that lat in a more lengthened position. So that's why we like this kneeling position. And even like with this wobble disc or just a little pad under the knees is nice. The wobble disc advantage is it creates a lot of instability where I'm required to use a little bit more. I can't just rest fully. I don't want to be resting fully in this knee. I want to be active in this leg. So sometimes on the floor too, it feels uncomfortable in the knee. Push that forward leg down. So I'll have less pressure in this knee. So it could be whatever you want. Kettlebell, dumbbell. And I'll show you the side angle here in a second. Taking a big breath in, long neck. Think of this like a warm-up and a mobility drill versus strength training in general. I'm going to bring my right hand out, nice and firm, strong. Press left hand. You can see that little bit of elbow bend. And try to take it away. Get nice and tall. Kind of doming my mid-back a little bit. Active through those feet like I'm about to stand up. I feel the shake and tremble in the back of the neck. So holding that top position, important. Then slowly coming down strong. Let me show you a profile here. Also have the Bosu ball. A little bit of that same instability, and it's going to bring it up higher if being on the knee really bothers you. But eventually, getting kind of down towards the floor, important. Find that knee in a good, comfortable position. Active front leg. Somewhere around 90 degrees. I don't want it way out there. I don't want it super close. Almost to the point where I'm about to stand. I feel that foot strong into the floor. Here I'm breathing, tightening that stomach, expanding the rib cage, thinking lift, elevate my collarbones to lift this weight. So I got a strong, stable base. Right arm out to press. Lock that back. Come up. Fight for length. Nice and shaky. Like I said, it should almost feel like we can do that number. Come up just a little bit. At the point where you're falling over like that. One more. So you might feel a lot of fatigue in the legs too. Good, why not? Saving time. Not just working the arms, working the whole body, getting everything to talk to each other. So we did about 3 presses there, so let's do a few on the other side. And there are reasons to change things up. Knee down, that arm pressing, that's your standard. That's going to work for a lot of people. We can also address some imbalances. When I have a right leg forward, press with the right hand, there's a twisting that kind of happens. You'll get similar with like a overhead squat style press, which is extremely hard to do. So this is one way to build into it, but it can help open up. Usually one shoulder needs that more than the other. Collarbone's being driven in. That subclavius muscle can get locked. It's one way we can help open that up. I'll demonstrate that quick here for you. Then we get back into the same position. Right leg forward. Taking time in my setup. As these weights get heavy, the advantage of the kettlebell is I can kind of swing it up. I can rest it there on the body. So now I got right hand, right leg forward. Active arm on the left. Elevate those collarbones, lift the crown of the head, big nasal breath in, expand the rib cage. So here, I'll feel my bottom knee kind of twist into the ground. That left hip rolls in to help me open up a little bit. The body twists right. Unravels back to center. Big breath in, tighten that core. Strong, active front foot. That twist, that torsion, we can even build that into a stand, kind of where I twist off to my right. Then I go back down, I twist in again. That's fairly advanced. Let's switch it up. Just to even that out, or to check for imbalance, see which side is harder here. So we'll start left, loading, elevate the collarbones. Just that little bit matters. Active leg, I'm pushing into the ground. Up. Feels a lot freer to me on this left side. Open and rotate. Stronger leg. Soft knee, bring that knee down with control. Good. Switch. Let's hit 2. Let's hit 3. Just even it out nice and strong here. We're strong. Press. Keep going. I want to show you a profile. Taking time to limit this extension. Drawing my pelvis, my pubic bones underneath me, not letting the pelvis shift forward. Nice and tall, neck long. So in a way, something like a wobble disc, if you're buying one already, to sit on. Use it for other things like this. It's going to challenge your legs. Otherwise, you might start just dropping a lot into that knee. Where if it's the wobble disc, to push a lot harder. That's one cue we'll give in foundation training, is to drive that knee down hard. Drive this foot down hard. Get tall, get long. But yes, we can definitely lose the weight entirely. Just do foundation training. And one thing we'll do a lot of when we go overhead is kind of start out here with the sphere. So I can inflate the lats. If I breathe, I feel a lot of restriction in the rib cage. I try to hold on to that as I raise the arms. You might feel, okay, now it's really hard. Get those hands up. They might even not clear forehead level really well. You'll feel the body want to do this. So we're starting here, like I'm holding a plank. Imagine the floor is there. Push. Plank plus, open up. Breathe wide. Keep that long spine as we come up. You can see my body starting to get pulled forward. I'm fighting that. Lifting hard. Breathe. Get that neck long too. Bring your ears back behind your elbows. A lot of ways, this is even a better place to start than going right to weight. Other side. Active in the legs. Push the ground down. Inflate that stomach. Glutes are active, but not enough where I'm squeezing. I don't want to feel a ton of quad stretch. Nothing wrong with this stretch. Nice quad stretch. But I'm trying to bring the butt underneath a little bit. I might even start drawing the butt back a little bit. Really squeeze the ground hard between my legs, my knee, my front foot. If you feel like you start caving, just come back. Engage the core. Slowly raise up. Breathe. And down. There we go. So short and simple. Can't do it kneeling. Try even seated. Something to help us keep that core controlled. Hardest position is probably standing. Some of us are already living here. The glutes are chronically engaged. So it's hard to get everything back. That's what foundation training is all about. It's training your foundation underneath your spine. Stop living forward, right? Because this is only a short road away from here, where you're the rounded old man, right? Those patterns are so similar, the only change is here, right? I look better here, but I brought my pelvis underneath me. See how rounded I really am. So embrace that rounding. Don't hide it. Get the pelvis underneath you and work on straight, strict length. That's what's important. Stop cheating with hyperextension. It's only robbing yourself. It's not going to help in the long run. Being aware that that flexioned old man posture is one, injury away in the low back, and you're going to be stuck there. It's not a slow thing. It happens very fast. As far as the injury, it's a slow thing coming up as far as degenerative patterns over time. But you might look like this most of your life before it happens, with the pelvis forward, chronically engaged in the back, leading with your pelvis all the time, feet duck-footed, low back injuries. You got to get pressure out of the facets because you've had pressure in there for decades. Now you're just stuck here. You can't come back out of it. Very hard to fix from there. So fix it now while you can. Overhead press, very important. Daily practice. But if it's hurting, come talk to me. We'll figure out a way to make it happen.